others headed over to Sinton. And we are getting going here. And a nice play there. There's an outside hit, nicely done to Corpus Christi Miller, and the hosting Lady Bucks in the lead with Rivera on the serve, and it's a return. Nice play there. As she rushes past the end line to try to make the save, and Ray retakes the lead, and there's Rojas receiving the serve, and here's Luna on the back row attack. It's met there on the back row for Ray, and here's the outside hit, falls. And the game tied at 7-all. And strong play at the net from. And Rojas sends it over. And there's Sanko once again on the center net, but Miller's ready for it. And back the other way, nice outside attack from Long over to serve for the Lady Bucks. Set up on the outside, control to not return. You see Jaslyn O'Leary, nice play at the net, but coming up and making a play of her own, Jezebel Villarreal. And Cruz sends it over, nice save by the libero for Ray. And here's a nice setup for Julian. And nice play. Zeta Rojas outside hit, gets it to fall. Here's a setup for Cruz, who sends it over. And here's a setup by Rojas, and there's a block on the net, but goes out of play. Here's Rojas on the outside, sends it the opposite end of the court, controlled by Ray. Cruz sends it back. And there's Luna from the back row on the attack. Sends it right to Mia Barnes, and here's the setup on the outside for Trinity. And lining out of play, and Ray with a little bit of a streak here. They lead 14-11, a couple of points in a row strung together for Ray. Oh, a nice play, but Brinley Hopkins cuts the lead to 1. And Rivera with the serve, it's good. It's played there by the Texans, and here's the return. Nice defensive play on the net. And a nice runner on the outside. And nice play there on the outside. That play on the outside sent past the end line, and it's a 5-point game now for Rays. They lead 22-17, on the verge of trying to close out set 1, and we're going to get an ace here too. And the opening serve, Brinley Hopkins, controlled by Miller, and Zeta Rojas on the return. Here's a setup on the outside. Nice play there. And Bella Luna comes up with the ace. And it's Miller starting with the 2-0 lead. As Luna's serve is returned. Here's the setup, and that one falls. So Miller coming out strong here. Here's Rojas on the outside. On the serve, Isabella Estella. Turned by the libero, Natalie Cruz. Right in front of Zairo. And Miller going to score the point. It's going to be 7-4 now. And Miller leading by 3. Here's Zeta Rojas going to pick up the ace. And there's a nice aggressive approach by Hopkins to the net. Hopkins setting up on the outside for Hargis, and Hargis takes advantage with the bump. Here's the set for Luna coming from the back row, and just goes out of play. And the lead down to 3. It's 10-7. And an ace here. Yeah, to this 4-0 run. Here's a setup. There's Rojas. And nice play there. Double block on the net. Set on the outside. And Bella Luna. What a place to chase it down. Play to chase it down. And they're going to set it up here for Barnes. And Barnes punches it over. And they set up on the outside, and nice attack. And coming out of the break, it's Miller with a couple of back-to-back points, or actually back-to-back points rather, to take the lead. It's now 15-14, and that one skips over, and Long gonna get. And Miller by 2. Luna sends it to the back row. Sims is there. Here's the setup. And Cruz returns it. Luna with the bump. And it's set up for Rojas, and she gets it to fall. Then immediately after turns and says, "That's on me." And back-to-back points has made it a 1-point game, and that is going to be an ace for Bryn making a play. Here's Luna on the back row attack. And it's returned. Luna pops it up. There's the set. There's Rojas. And Sims waiting for it on the back row. And Hopkins sends it over. And nice play on the center net defensively. They lead 20-19 now. Ray won the first set, 25-18. They finished strong there after a back and forth set. Let's see if they can do the same here. And Zapka. Set number 2 as Natalie Cruz steps up to serve for the Texans. And there's Rapke. And Rapke gets it to fall fair. Nicely placed. And this one popped up high. And Hargis tries to return. Rapke's there on the front row. Here's the setup. And that one falls just in. Cross court. Make it a 1-point game. And let's see if Ray can tighten it up, and they do. Ray now with the advantage, 1 away. Here's the setup, and it's going to fall. And oh, a nice play there on that back row. That was Kayleen Rodriguez getting low for that one. And here's a nice outside attack. And Cruz going to send this one over, and they're going to set up here for Rojas, and Rojas. Miller leads 5-3. Rojas on the jump serve. Cruz sends it over. Rose with a bump. There's this two-hander at the net, and Ray not prepared for it. It's been a game of runs and spurts, and both teams have had them. And this one not going to be returned, and it's going to be Jada James with an ace. Here's the serve. It's good. Received there by Luna. Here's the setup for Long. James was the... And James comes up and makes a play. And a nice play there from Rivera. Getting low there on the back row. And there's the runner at the net from Sonka. And it's returned by Simmons. Here's a setup by Hopkins. For Hargis. And Hargis picks up the on the serve. And a nice attack there from the back row coming up. Can't get the ball over that net now, and it's a 4-point lead for Miller. And Miller's been in this situation. They've led here. Here's Hargis. Sends it cross court, and coming up trying to make that play is nice approach on the outside, saying a Cruz for Ray. Here's set up cross court for Rojas. And Rojas just waiting for it to come back there. Some hesitation. Rojas. And it literally rode the top of the net there, and the rally continues. There's a setup for Rojas across the court. Rojas two-hands it, but seeing where the defenders are as they rotate. And here's Isabella Estea with her team nursing a 4-point lead, and here's an ace from her, making it 5. Here's a setup, Simmons. And this one popped up. Luna makes the play. It's returned. And they set it up. There's the runner for Sylvia Gonzalez. They're going to set it up for Long here on the outside. James was ready for it. They set up Hargis. Hargis is there. And once again, just a nice... And what a play there. Julian Sandoval on the net for Miller. Going to go off the libero, Natalie Cruz. 2-0. Miller trying to force a set 4. And nice play from Sandoval, and Sandoval and Rojas with a heck of a play going to chase it down, and it's still alive, and the rally continues. And Hargis here's a setup for Long, and nice play there at the net. Ray now leads 2-1. Here's Rojas, sent it skipping. Not able to quite get to it there. It was number 10, Brindley Hopkins. Here's Zivera, comes up big there with the 8. And nice play there, heads up for Anna Sonka, who's set up for Hargis, and double block there by, here's Hargis trying it again. Luna's there, Rojas bumps it for Estea. Here's the return from Hopkins. They set it up for Rojas. A nice play on, here's the return from Hopkins. They set it up for Rojas. A nice play on the net there from the Ray front row. Sylvia Gonzalez and Sanka. And there's Hargis, and gets it to fall. And the lead 6-3, and here comes Natalie Cruz for Ray on the serve. Here's a set for Rojas, and Rojas Rapke sends it to the back row. And there's Harder. Here's a setup for Barnes. Luna once again sends it high. A setup here for James. There's Rojas. Rojas sends it over, and Rosas gets it to go. Next strong attack here on the outside by Mia Barnes. Long sends it over. Barnes plays it. Here's the set. Back to Barnes. Barnes one hands it over. There's Olivio. Set up for Long. And right to James, and James can't get the handle on it. And here's Hopkins. And Rojas sends it to the back row, and Sims is there. Gets a hand on it, but 7 lead. Miller back up by 6, and here's Luna. The outside, Sylvia Gonzalez. Here's a setup for Rojas. And Rojas with the outside hit. They claw back into it. They've scored 3 straight. Nice communication there on the front row of Miller. Hargis with the attack. Back the other way, Rojas. And Rojas. And nice play there on the front row, Rojas Simmons. It's a 7-point lead. Here's Rojas on the outside. Here's a setup. Here comes Barnes. And Barnes picks up the point. Here's Sandoval. One hands it. There's James. And nice save there from 13. That was Rodriguez. And James on the back row can't seem to make a play on it as it goes out of play. Here's a setup for Sanka. Nice play there by Luna. Rojas on the attack. And Barnes tries the runner, and not going to be returned. And on the service line, Brinley Hopkins. Hopkins on the serve. Here's Rojas. And Rojas sends it to the back. Ray needs to be perfect here if they want to have any hope, and Rapke's going to finish it off. They got a piece of it there, and Rapke was ready for it, just came down a little bit too low on the net, and it's a 4-2 lead for Ray. Just the 5th and deciding set, and there's Rojas sending it towards. And here's the serve. And there's Luna. Cruz for James. Nice play there. Sandoval on the net. Cruz for James. Nice play there. Sandoval on the net. Cruz pops it up. And nice play on the outside. And now Natalie Cruz on the serve. Olivo goes low for it. Luna on the return from the back row. Cruz sets it up for Barnes. And it's going to go off of Luna. And we're coming back. Heck of a play by Natalie Cruz, the libero. Sims sends it over. Here's Sandoval. Nice play. Mia Barnes on the net. Here's a setup for Long. Sims is there. Here's the setup. Kukta gets it to fall, and Ray wins in 5 sets.